David, thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Markkanen.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Dunn, and it's Levine in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spot. Favors is out there with Brandon Ingram, and it's Redick in at the 3 slot.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
Holiday attacking. Here's Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Favors has got the first points of the night for the Pelicans. Dunn passes to Carter. And the rejection by Favors. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Here's Markkanen. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Ball. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And the height of Ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to power through with his size.
Levine wide open. And that one's on target from the wing.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Fires from deep. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Holiday. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Good decision maker out of the pick and roll. Holiday calls his own number, rewards his team.
Dunn kicks to Carter. On the wing, Levine. A floater. And stolen by Redick. 3 on 3. And Holiday throws it down.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Dunn dishes to Markkanen. And there's the pass to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Back to Markkanen. Shoots over Redick. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Levine.
Another place where Markkanen's size really comes into play. He can shoot over anyone from mid-range.
Pass the ball. Back to Holiday. And Favors kicks to Holiday. Pass the ball. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Outside, Redick. Passes it to Favors. Outside, Holiday. Here's Ingram. Again, the Pelicans score.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Dunn looking over the floor. Levine finds Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
And he's good on the second.
With Wendell Carter Jr., you love the do-it-all ability, the understanding of the game.
Ingram passes the ball. New Orleans moving the ball around. Markkanen against Ingram. Out to the wing. Here's the three. Ball no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Holiday finds Favors. Yep, that one goes in there. Favors got his second bucket of the game to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Dunn passes to Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on J.J. Redick.
Showing that electric speed and quickness, Levine pushes the action, draws contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think Levine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire.
And so Levine nails both of them. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues. And you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island, and it's just not fair.
Good point. Here's Markkanen. That one, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Markkanen's got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Holiday against Satoransky. Here's the floater. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. In a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at Chicago. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hart's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Whitey's checked in for Chris Dunn.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Veen passes to Carter. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And the pass to Ball. Ingram outside. Back to Ball. Pass to Favors. 5 to shoot. Shoots. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Here's White. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Williams looking around. Dishes it to Holiday. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making some changes here. Hayes comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Ryan Arcidiacono now checked in for Chicago. And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Jackson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
And he knocks down the first one. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
Both free throws good from Jackson. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for the Bulls, trailing by 5. White against Jackson, stolen by Jackson. Pass to Hart, and a fast break now for the Pelicans. Count it, good. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's White. It's deflected. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. And let's take this chance now to break out the list of the league's leading teams in the steals department. Number 1, the Bulls.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Here's Hart. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
White dishes to Valentine. Outside, White. Shot clock at 5. Goes up at the stripe. And too long on the shot.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Melly passes to Hart. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Arcidiacono taking his time here. Passes it to White. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's Hart. The shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. There's the pass to Gafford. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Ball.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Teardrop shot. Yes, that goes in. Hart's got his third basket of the night. Bulls trail by 8. White looking around. From 12 feet out. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Williams. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 10. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Gafford. Here's Arcidiacono. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Hart kicks to Jackson. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Doesn't go that time. Bulls trail by 8. Now here's White. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Free throw missing. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Etuan Moore comes in for Williams. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Chicago. He hits the second from the line.
The Pelicans, they are committed to New Orleans. Some have speculated they'd be a candidate to move to the Seattle market. Organization-wise, they have said they're not going anywhere.
Here's the teardrop. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Moore outside. Jacks up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Arcidiacono. Guarded by Jackson. The shot by Arcidiacono, no good. Moore dishes to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Okafor. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And now it's a 12-point Pelican lead. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. A 12-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So the Bulls 5 right now. Valentine out there with Young. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. In the corner, Valentine with it. A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans leading by 12. Jackson down low. Floats one up. That's tipped. Harrison in the corner. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Bulls shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Well, last season, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to in that contest. Whether they added 10 or more or 20 players, I just wish I had another shot. But it's over, and now I can dream about it.
Young, he gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Ingram passes to Moore. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. 6 on the shot clock. Young with the steal. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Ingram. Harrison kicks to Young. Pass to Valentine. Lets it go from deep. But they get it back. Jackson against Young. 6 to shoot. Over Jackson. With the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Ingram outside. He can't get that one. Good defensive work there by Young. To the inside. Shots good by Gafford. Now just a 5-point New Orleans lead.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Ingram outside. It's Redick on the wing. with the teardrop. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And again, no good by New Orleans. Bulls trail by 5. Markkanen finds Levine. Back to Markkanen. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Ball, the bounce pass. Here's Okafor. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Ingram. Lays it up and banks it in. Ingram's got his second basket.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Here's Harrison. Inside. Here's Markkanen. A fadeaway J off the mark. Pelicans leading by 5. Pass to Moore. He feeds it to Okafor.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Lonzo Ball. Averaging 12 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
He misses the free throw.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league, a decade coaching in college, worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Favors comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Drew Holiday in for E'Twaun Moore. Good on the second free throw. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Ingram passes to Favors, and it's blocked.
And for Markkanen, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right. Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram outside. Back to Ball. Outside Holiday. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Chicago also making a switch. White's checked in. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Utah. With some arc.
What Markkanen does there defensively, he uses his size, stays focused, and stays connected.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
White dishes to Levine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
For Chicago, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. free throw, no good. And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
And the second free throw, good. Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And then look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
You know, Smitty, you watch Market. He's just built for the modern NBA.
Yes, he's an incredible weapon on the pick and pop with his shooting touch. You could see that being his go-to move, Kevin, for a long time.
He throw good, Levine.
Drafted 13th overall because of his great length and athleticism. Zach LaVine has really rounded out his skill set.
Holiday against Satoransky. Right side, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Holiday buries the long-range jumper. Holiday's got 7 points.
The problem for your perimeter defense, if you close hard on Holiday, he can put the ball on the floor and beat you that way.
And it's White missing. Pelicans leading by 4. Ball feeling it out a bit. The pass to Melly. Can't cash in from close range.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And he recovers it. Shot's good by Williams.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Pass to Markkanen. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Holiday with the 3. He can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 6. Al Levine. 20 points for him last game against Dallas.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. And the first one drops. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Here's Hart. Light covering. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Levine. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, we've seen it before. We're certainly seeing it right now, Smitty. The super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
What I think they can do is being able to allow players to sign a longer-term deal. If a guy is, I would say, under contract for 6, 7, 8 years, then you won't see as much movement. But if you have these guys who are making so much money off the court from their endorsements, they're going to keep signing shorter deals, so they'll have the leverage to be able to move.
And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 4. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over in the corner, Williams. The feed to Favors. Over Markkanen. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 4. Pass to Carter. Markkanen trying to break loose. And Carter with the basket on the assist by LaVine. LaVine's got 3 assists in the game. Holiday with it. He has 7. Passes to Hart. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Carter. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Pelicans shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And a change for the Bulls. Young's checked in. Here's Holiday. And it's White with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
New Orleans in the lead. Right side Holiday. Here's Hart. White covering. The pass to Hayes. Lets it go with the 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Young finds White. To the inside. LaVine. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. LaVine's got 17 now.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
Outside Williams. 1:12 left here in the second. Pass to Melly. Just 5 to shoot. The Pelicans have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
On the free throw, no good. So for the Pelicans, E'Twaun Moore, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Frank Jackson in for Drew Holiday. .102 left to play here in the half. They get it back. And it's Melly missing. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Arcidiacono, the pass to Gafford. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Jackson kicks to Hayes. They could use a bucket. He lays it in. Here's Arcidiacono. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gafford. Outside, Levine. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here's Hart. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pelicans lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, I love that they were forceful at their offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Brandon Ingram's out there with Favors, and it's Redick in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Markkanen can't get it to go. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've held a 12-point lead early, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Derek Favors with tremendous mobility for a player his size.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Pass to Ingram. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Satoransky looking around. Levine against Redick. And it's Dunn in the corner for the lead. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Ray, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Here's Levine, and the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
Cloak loose, and stolen by Dunn. Here's Levine. Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
He went high.
That was nice.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Holiday dishes to Ingram. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Chris Dunn picks one up. Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one falls for Ingram.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
That one misses. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And LaVine, here we go.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for LaVine. Averaging about 23 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see for him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
The first one falls. That one drops. He ties it up.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Kicks it to Holiday. Shoots over Satoransky. And the Pelicans miss again. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. They now take the lead. LaVine's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Such great balance and rhythm on this shot. Zach LaVine making it look easy.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. J.J. Redick is second.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Outside Holiday. Back to Ball. 5 to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Down low, looking for Favors. He gets it there. He kicks to Holiday. And the Pelicans miss again. The Bulls leading by 5. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Tipped away. Looking to end the run. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop.
Carter looking around. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Levine. Here's Dunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Harrison. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You take a look at the Pelicans. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
Misses off the right iron. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Holiday. Markkanen pulls it in. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Lets the 3 fly. Ball with the rebound.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Holiday finds Redick.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
The Pelicans have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
J.J. Redick, not only one of the most dangerous shooters in this league, he's worked to become a very good team defender as well.
Williams, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Bulls making a change here as well. White, he's checked in for Satoransky. And both free throws good for Redick.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And White kicks to Dunn. The pass to Carter. Out to White. That's tipped and stolen by Redick. He dishes it to Ingram. Intercepted. They're running. Trying to end the drought. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots. And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
White dishes to Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Lock at 6. Here's Harrison. And the Bulls with another miss. The Pelicans have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Outside Williams. Holiday surveying the floor. Near the the three-point line. It's Ingram. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bulls trail by 3. White the pass to Dunn. Carter outside. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The 3-ball is so important in today's game. You need a guy like J.J. Redick that can stretch the defense way out.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Josh Hart comes in for Kenrich Williams. Morris checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Frank Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Young dishes to White. Pass to Gafford. And Okafor with the block. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now it's an 8-point New Orleans lead. Chicago's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Young outside to end the run. Hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 6.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Hart. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Young's got his 5th rebound in this one. Valentine kicks to White. Passes it to Harrison. Now here's Valentine. Guarded by Jackson. Harrison passes to White. There's the 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
A floater, out of hand on it. And here comes White, leading the fast break for the tie, and he hits the jump shot. White's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Hart. 8 points for him. Here's the floater, and he sinks the layup. 10 points for him.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
White against Moore. White drives in. Here's Gafford. And the Bulls another 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Jackson. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. So both teams making some changes here. Ball with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Ball's got 5 now.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Here's Gafford, covered by Hayes. 5 on the clock. Valentine. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Drops in the layup for 2. And it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
1:14 left in the third quarter. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Now, here is Young, covered by Hayes. 4 on the clock. Here's White.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
To the right side. And it's Moore penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Moore's got his second basket of the night.
That's a tough shot under heavy pressure. I think Moore even got hit.
Right side, White. They need this. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got 4 rebounds in this game. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The Pelicans have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Levine's checked in for Chicago. And that one misses. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Kicks it to Ball. The dish to Favors. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When Favors has the rock near the basket, the defense is on edge. They have no choice sometimes but to get physical with him from that range.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
First one falls for him.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
And so Favors nails both of them. For 3, Levine, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, Let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So the Bulls 5 right now. Young out there with Levine. Then there's Valentine. And it's Arcidiacono in at the 1 spot. Here's Hart. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Arcidiacono. 4 on the shot clock. Buries it from 3-point range. Valentine's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bulls. And the pass to Melly. Here's Hart, defended by Young. Here's Hart. Rejected by Young. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Arcidiacono, the pass to Gafford. This is to Levine. Poked away. Moore with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Moore is running. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Moore. 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Young taking his time here. Shot clock at 5. Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Redick comes in for Ejuan Moore. Chicago making a switch here. Here's Arcidiacono. He's covered by Ball. And the basket is good.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Outside, Redick. Good on the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Arcidiacono kicks to Levine. Ingram with the steal. He dishes it to Ball. Here's Hart. Satoransky covering. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Dunn, he's checked in for the Bulls. Bulls trail by 13. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Levine can't hit. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Down against Ball. Left side, Redick. It's good. Redick's got 9 points here in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Levine with it, now guarded by Ball. Stolen by Ball. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Pelicans leading by 13. Ball dishes to Ingram. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And you can't do much about that. The contest was there, but Ingram outstanding at just ignoring the defensive effort.
On the wing, Levine, covered by Reddick. Basket, good. And it's 29 points for Zach Levine.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
The drive by Reddick. No good on that one. Bulls trail by 13. Here's Satoransky. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Reddick surveying the D. Pass the ball. Knocked loose. Back to Reddick. A three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the paint. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Levine. Good, nice job down low. Levine's got 14 points now in the second half.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Ingram passes to Reddick. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Reddick is a master at getting to the line, finding ways to fool the defense and getting them to bite.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Reddick.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
To the left side wing. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 5th assist in this one. Ball against Dunn. Now here's Ball. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. Over Levine. Reddick with the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taken advantage of what the defense allows.
Reddick with a double team. Levine passes to Satoransky. Offline with his 3. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. On the wing, Levine. He's covered by Ingram. Dunn outside. And the 3 ball is good. Dunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Pass to Holiday. And stolen by Dunn. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You have to be careful with the ball around Dunn. He'll pick it and send it back the other direction.
Passes it to Ball. Dunn with some nice D. Bulls trail by 10. Here's Satoransky, and he trims the lead to single digits. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Stolen by Satoransky. Here's Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. And he comes up with the deuce.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Anytime you can set up Markkanen off the catch, you have a good chance of coming away with points.
Holiday dishes to Favors. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And Favors, with those broad shoulders, takes up a lot of space going up to shoot.
He's off on the first.
They aren't making anything at the line today. This is a team that struggles at the line.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Dunn passes to Carter. Levine trying to free himself up, and it's Carter missing. New Orleans leading by 6. Here's Ingram. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
The first one falls. Both free throws good for Ingram.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Dunn passes to Carter. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Redick against Levine. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Back to Holiday. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had one triple in the first half, now has his second.
Levine looking around. Redick with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Holiday. Again, the Pelicans score.
The pull-up game of Drew Holiday is on point, showing good balance and good touch.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
One of the better defenders in the league, Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Here's Dunn. And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic. But Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. And the layup falls. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's Carter. Connects on the foul line jumper.
The thing about Carter, even though he loves to play back to the basket, he can also face up and knock down the jumper.
Down against Ball. With the teardrop. No good there. Bulls trail by 13. Now the pass to Valentine. Off target from outside. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Pelicans.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Drew Holiday.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ball dishes to Ingram. Rebound by the Bulls.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Satoransky against Holiday. So New Orleans wins it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, here at home with a competitive matchup. What got you guys over the top tonight?
to stand together as a team, playing as hard as we could. The fans were great, and we wanted to play good for them.
And you surely did, Jalil. Thanks a lot for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.